So welcome to the Fairy Frequency channel. Today we are going to read a little bit from the Dictionary of Dreams and Their Meanings by Richard Craze. And I'm going to read to you the introduction of this book and the very first part of part 1 called Why We Dream. So here we go. The pictures in this book are absolutely beautiful too, so I wanted to share those with you as well. Dictionary of Dreams and Their Meanings by Richard Craze. It's a very beautiful book. So we're going to start here with the introduction. I'm going to let you look at these pictures while I read the introduction to you. In practically every age and culture, dreams have fascinated and puzzled us, and we have searched for countless ways to understand their significance and to interpret their meanings. There is a famous story told by Taoist philosopher Zhuangzi, 399 to 295 BC. While sleeping, he had a dream in which he dreamt he was a butterfly. He could fly and land on flowers, drawing up nectar and feeling the warmth of the sun on his wings. The dream was so vivid that when he woke, he couldn't decide who he was. Was he the man dreaming he was a butterfly, or could he be a butterfly dreaming he was a man? When we sleep, we drift into another dimension, a dimension that is not bound by space or time. In this magical land, the impossible becomes possible, and the nonsensical appears perfectly plausible. This is the land of dreams, a mysterious shape-shifting world where boundaries dissolve and merge, so that when we wake, it can take a moment to distinguish between what is a dream and what is not. As Chung Zhao's story illustrates, our dreams can cause us to question how we see the world and ourselves and how we define what is real. This is not to say that there is genuine confusion between the outer world in which we live our lives and the world of dreams. Where confusion exists, it is usually labeled insanity. Rather, it is an acknowledgement of a different dimension and of a different experience, for dreams are from the inner world, having their own internal logic and subjective meaning, and are as valid in their own way as what is happening in the world out there. Valuing dreams. Among many cultures, the dream experience is valued, and the mysteries of sleep and dreaming are taken seriously. Whenever this is the case, dream interpretation is also valued. In early cultures, for instance, shamans, priests, or sages were consulted, and their position in society was revered. For a long time in Western society, an interest in dreams went underground. Dreams were variously associated with insanity, or were the work of the devil, or were simply written off as meaningless nonsense. These attitudes were revolutionized in the 20th century with fresh insights from science and psychotherapy. Since then, our interest in dreams has been growing at a remarkable rate, as more and more of us search for ways to make sense of our lives and to fulfill our potential. We are recognizing that our dreams are far from being nonsense or a sign of mental illness, often contain intriguing and valuable information, which once decoded can help us understand our subconscious. We are also learning how to become our own dream interpreters. About this book. This book is a guide to making sense of dreams. It recognizes that no two people are exactly alike, and therefore no two dreams are the same. When interpreting dreams, the book takes the view that it is the experience rather than the theory that counts. You can become your own dream expert. The approach is very different to many dream dictionaries, where it is possible to look up the meaning of a particular dream symbol or theme and apply it to your dream. For instance, you may dream of a tree. Some dream books may say that a tree signifies growth and it is bearing fruit, and if it is bearing fruit, that it prophesies abundance and wealth. What they fail to do is encourage you to look at the tree itself and find out what it means for you. To do this is to approach your dream and yourself with a spirit of inquiry, asking questions about the dream content in order to arrive at your own understanding. The book is divided into two main sections. The first contains chapters on the history, nature, and sense of dreams, as well as one on working with dreams. This section is intended to give an overview of dream theories, past and present, and to provide information that can help you recognize different types of dreams and dream symbols. It also offers practical suggestions for how to program your dreams and to improve dream recall, as well as techniques to help you unravel the mystery of your dreams. The second section is the dream lexicon. Divided thematically, it begins with an exploration of the world we live in, its abstract qualities, and the natural environment. It then looks at our own development through the cycles of life and aspects of mind, body, and spirit. Other people and how we engage with them and with the world at large are discussed in the following chapters, along with a section on motion and mechanics. Lastly, we see how magic and fantasy figure into our dreams. It is hoped that you will find what is here both illuminating and stimulating and can use it as a springboard for further discovery. Remember, dreams come from the dark, the time of the moon, madness, and mystery. To understand them, you need to feel your way around using intuition and instinct rather than reason and logic, and so begin to unlock the secrets of the night. And here it has a wonderful quote that says, "Trust in dreams, for in them is a hidden gate to eternity," by Khalil Gibran. And here on this page, we have this beautiful art. Above here, the artists for centuries have tried to portray their dreams in pictorial representation. What they paint and what we dream may not seem the same, but we share the same need to purge the internal demons of dreams. Left, images of dreams are but an instant frozen in time forever, whereas in reality, our dreams are flexible, ongoing, and changing rapidly and continuously. Below, surrealist art for most people seems to come closest to how we sense our dreams, and may help us to convey the feel of a dream if not its reality. Above, sometimes an artist does seem to crystallize a moment in a dream that can haunt us all of our lives. And that is our introduction. All right, so the beginning, part 1, all about dreaming. Just love the art. I'll let you look at the art while I read. Theories of dreaming have varied widely over the time and across cultures. To the ancients, dreams were regarded as messages from the gods or as oracles to predict the future. It was widely believed that dreams had the power to solve problems, heal sickness, and bring spiritual revelation. In more recent times, dreams became the subject of psychological and scientific investigation, widely recognized as the product of the unconscious mind. Dream activity is now measured in sleep laboratories. This section combines the wisdom of the past with contemporary understanding to provide a detailed picture, which tells us all about dreaming. It begins with a historical and cultural overview to the role of dreams. This is followed by an exploration of the nature of dreams, looking at influential ideas from modern times and describing different types of dreams, We then examine the sense and substance of dreams and finally look at how to work with and become more aware of your dream world. So, the first part, why we dream. There are few things we do with such regularity and intensity as sleep and dream. We spend almost 1/3 of our lives sleeping, and we dream, on average, for a total of 2 hours or so every night. Yet precisely why we dream is still uncertain. Many theories have been put forward. For the scientists, dreams are a product of certain kind of sleep and a way for the brain to process important data. For the mystic, they are an opportunity for the soul to leave the body and experience other dimensions, while for the psychologist, they represent the workings of the unconscious mind. Above here, whatever we think we know about dreams is forgotten when we fall asleep and enter the strange reality of the dream world, where physical laws are suspended and a different reality takes place. Sleep patterns. Through a night of around 7 to 8 hours of undisturbed sleep, we experience two alternating types of sleep: orthodox or slow wave deep sleep, and paradoxical or light sleep. Orthodox sleep lasts for about 90 minutes and is followed by a shorter period of paradoxical sleep. Paradoxical sleep is marked by rapid eye movements, REM, and it's during this time of sleep that we dream. This alternating cycle goes on through the night, with the REM phase gradually increasing in length with each subsequent cycle, until after about 7 or 8 hours sleep, it can last for up to half an hour or more. As we get older, the length of time we spend in that REM sleep diminishes, while at the other end of the scale, it has been found that young babies spend extended periods of time in REM. The role of dreaming. Scientific research also indicates that in the later stages of gestation, the unborn child exhibits signs of REM activity in the womb. This has led to the suggestion that dreaming is somehow linked with human growth and development. Similarly, laboratory testing has shown that if you deprive people of REM sleep, the subject becomes unwell very fast. Within a few days, unpleasant symptoms such as depression, anxiety, nausea, irritability, and general disorientation are experienced. Irrespective of whether or not we remember them, it seems our dreams play an important part in health and well-being. It has been suggested that we sleep in order to dream. A little death. Many believe that our dreams are also linked with spiritual growth. In some esoteric traditions, for instance, sleep is regarded as an intermediate stage between life and death. Every night we experience a little death as we fall into unconsciousness. Unconsciousness and dreams are regarded as gateways into altered states of mind. Learning how to navigate the world of dreams becomes an important preparation for when the soul will eventually leave the body permanently. At death, initiates are taught how to prepare themselves for sleep and dreaming, learning how to influence the dreaming state and to bring back experiences from the dream world. Here on the right, within the world of dreams, the workings of the human mind are maze-like, logical but inexplicable, reasoned but mad, sane but distorted. The reality of the dream world is unfathomable. Left, sometimes we don't remember our dreams, but that doesn't mean that they aren't continually occurring in our sleeping minds. Below, do babies still in the womb dream? And if they do, where on earth do their dream images and impulses come from? The power of the unconscious. The dream world is not something that exists outside of ourselves, but resides deep within. In psychological terms, it is regarded as a product of the unconscious mind. The unconscious may be described as the deepest level of the psyche in which impulses are held in dynamic but repressed state. In contrast to the relatively small proportion of things of which we are aware, the unconscious is a massive storehouse of memories, dreams, and reflections, both personal and, some believe, transpersonal. By bringing unconscious material up from hidden depths of the mind and out into the open, our dreams are a way of gaining greater self-knowledge. They are a way of increasing our conscious awareness and becoming wise. From this perspective, dreams are no longer seen as messages from gods or other independent agents outside ourselves, but as messages from within. The language of dreams. In order to interpret these messages from the unconscious, we need to understand the language of dreams. During the day, the conscious mind is in control and we negotiate the everyday world through reason and logic. At night, the unconscious mind takes over and enters the dream world. Using visual imagery, symbols, and metaphors, these can elicit a deep emotional response. To understand our dreams, we need to listen with our heart rather than our head, developing our intuition while temporarily suspending judgment and disbelief. Here is a quote from William Shakespeare from The Tempest. "We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with sleep." Animals sleep. Dreaming does not seem to be confined to human beings. Different animal species also exhibit signs of REM sleep and dreaming. Cats, for instance, enter deep wave sleep about 30 minutes after sleep onset. In that condition, their neck muscles are fully relaxed and slightly twitching of the rest of the body may be observed. Although we do not know what the cat is experiencing, we assume that it is a vivid dream. That is the end of that part. So thank you for joining today. If you would like to find more about dreams and their meanings, we have a playlist called Dreams and Visions. And we encourage you all to go through that and listen to what we've already talked about. And we will be having a Dreamcast coming up very soon on the 21st and on the 21st of each month as it falls on the cusp. So if you would like to be part of our Dreamers community, please look for us to go live on the night of the 21st. And please study up on dreams and visions in our original playlist called Dreams and Visions. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone, and sweet dreams.